Hey everybody, welcome to our weekly music theory lessons. This week's topic is song structures. And we're going to cover a couple of them, a couple of popular ones. But why would you want to know this? First and foremost, it makes learning songs easier. You can kind of guess where it's going. If you're playing a song for them, you're like, oh, I think this is next. Totally makes it quicker, the learning process. And that being said, too, playing with somebody. You sit down for a jam, say you want to play in the 12-bar form, and everyone understands it. It makes it much easier to sit down and jam. Not to mention songwriting. Songwriting, if you know, I want to write in a certain style of music. Well, this song structure is perfect for the style of music. Well, then write in that song structure. Or if you want to go, I want to have a weird-sounding blues song, break out of the song structure in the middle of it or something. It gives you the parameters that you're supposedly supposed to follow. And you can just break out of them and do whatever you want. So that's why I'm showing you this, to give you those tools. So let's just dive right into the topic. Alright, our first example, our first song structure that we're going to cover is the 12-bar form. What is the 12-bar form, you ask? It is basically 12 measures played over and over again, and they don't change. Once the chord structure is established, it does not change, okay? And I have written down here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 bars, 12 measures. 12-bar form. This is the most basic structure there is. And the chords follow this exact pattern, but in different styles of music, they're embellished different ways. Like a jazz blues would have more of a 2-5, 1-6, 1-6-2-5 progression. But this is just basic 1-4-5 chord progression. Okay? As you see, it goes 1-4, 1-1, 4-4, 1-1, 5-4-1-1. Very, very basic. Sometimes if you want to even simplify it more, you'd eliminate that 4 and just have 1-1-1-1, 4-4-1-1, 5-4-1-1. Okay? But if depending on which way you're going to do it, you let everyone know who you're playing with, what you're going to do. Or you don't tell them and you hope they have good ears once you start and go from there. But so that's kind of open for interpretation. Same thing with the very last chord of the structure. Sometimes you'll see a 5, and even in the most basic one, it'll go 5-4-1-5. Okay, that's open for interpretation as well. Again, let whoever you're playing with know what's going to happen, or hope their ears are good enough to pick that up. That being said, this. Like I said, one thing I'm almost leaving out a very important element. There's what we call a turnaround, okay? A turnaround in the blues, or the 12-bar form. I said blues because it's very much a blues form. The turnaround in the song form it's basically bringing it back to the one chord. So if you listen... Going 5, 4, 1. So these last 4 measures are your turnaround. Brings it back home to start it all over again. Okay? There's various forms, like I said, that are various styles of music that employs this. Like I said, blues, rock, country, jazz, you name it, it has it. And it's great for a jam. If you sit down with somebody and you don't really know each other, this is pretty much the most basic jam structure you could have. You sit down and do this, and you guys sound like you've been playing together for years. So it's awesome. Learn it. Check it out. So I have 5 songs to check out that employ this song structure. Number 1, be Pride and Joy, Stevie Vaughan. It's kind of a classic rock staple at this point. Amazing song. Stevie Vaughan ripping guitar solos. What more can I say? 12-bar form. Number 2, The Thrill Is Gone, B.B. King. Excellent song. It employs something a little different than Pride and Joy, even though Pride and Joy has an element of this. It employs the call and response technique that is typical, especially for this song structure. But it's like B.B. King will sing something, and then he'll sing something. Then he'll sing something. So I'm essentially responding with the lesson to the guitar. Call and response. Says something, response. It can be with two instruments. It can be with an instrument and a voice. You name it. This song is great for that, and it's in the 12-bar form. Excellent listen. Jailhouse Rock also employs the 12-bar form. It also employs the call and response element. So, essentially, response. 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 Anyways, a little out of tune, but anyways, so yes, Jailhouse Rock, awesome 12-bar form, rockin' 12-bar. The interesting one, number 4, something like Olivia, John Mayer. This almost has a chorus in it. I would say it does, but it doesn't break the 12-bar form at all. It sticks to the 12-bar form. He plays the same riff, and he plays it in 12-bar form. Great song. John Mayer, great tone, great player. It's definitely worth checking out. Something like Olivia. Not sure what album it's on, but check it out on Spotify, you know. Last but not least is someone I didn't give enough credit for the longest time. Tracy Chapman. Give Me One Reason is a great blues song. Very soulful voice. I love it. It's a student brought it in, and I'm like, it's a 12-bar form. Oh, that's cool. You know, I started listening to a lot more of her great stuff. It's definitely worth checking out. Good playing, good voice. So there you have it. That's the 12-bar form. Yeah. So if you have any questions on each one of these, definitely message me in the comments or write me in the comments, and we'll go from there. But let's go to our next one. Our next song form is the AABA song form. This essentially means that we have a melody that we're designating as A. Play it through twice, followed by another melody that we're designating as B. Going back to the original melody A, and then we start over again. A, B, A. Okay? Now, this is much like the 12-bar form in that there is no chorus. There's no chorus in this. It's verse, verse, bridge, verse, and no chorus. Okay? This song structure was pretty popular. It might have been 1920s, not 100% sure. 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s. Kind of fell onto the wayside and came back a little bit. Early 2000s, as I'll show you. It's always been hugely popular among jazz musicians, among certain musicians. I've always played it, but in popular music, it's kind of fallen to the wayside is what I'm getting at. And like I said, definitely as a jazz musician myself, when I play jazz, I play a lot of different styles of music, but when I play jazz, this is huge and definitely makes playing the songs easier knowing this. So let's talk about the 5 songs that employ the AABA song structure. Now on this, you're going to look at this and go to the names that I have after these. Some of them you may recognize, some of them you may not. And that's because I put the original composer. And I'll also tell you as we go along who is the biggest name that ever did it and what you'll probably recognize. So let's dive right in. So Georgia on My Mind is number 1. It employs an AABA song structure. It's originally composed by Hoagy Carmichael. And you're probably wondering, unless you're a big music buff, who is Hoagy Carmichael? Well, that's the original composer, of course. But who you're going to know with George on My Mind is Ray Charles. He made it into a smash hit. I think it was 1970s. He made it into a smash hit, George on My Mind. Next one, Somewhere Over the Rainbow. You probably know this song. It's written by Harold Arlen. It's, if you've seen The Wizard of Oz, Somewhere Over the Rainbow's on it. If you've ever been on YouTube, which is funny because you're on my YouTube channel, so of course you have, is the big Hawaiian guy playing this on ukulele beautiful rendition, but Somewhere Over the Rainbow employs an AABA song form. Number 3, Beyond the Sea by Charles Trenet. This, you might know it by name, you might not. All of these, I encourage you, check these out. Put it on YouTube, check it out. Look it up on Spotify. There's plenty of different versions, but Beyond the Sea, if you've ever seen the movie Finding Nemo, this song is on there. It's a jazz standard. I play each one of these actually in my set list when I'm doing solo jazz guitar. Beyond the Sea, Charles Trenet. Number 4, Yesterday by Lennon and McCartney. Now, if you're asking who that is, shame on you. The Beatles, Lennon and McCartney. John Lennon and Paul McCartney. Yesterday employs an AABA song form. Now, these other ones, like I said, are much earlier in the 1900s. The Yesterday, 1960s, moving along through time with the song structure. Number 5 is Don't Know Why by Jessie Harris. And Don't Know Why it was made hugely famous by Norah Jones on her Come Away With Me album. Early 2000s, amazing song, amazing rendition. In fact, I was listening to this before I did this video, and it's kind of haunting. Beautiful, beautiful rendition. But these 5 songs employ the AABA song structure. I encourage you to listen to it. Listen to each one of these. See if you can spot the A section, the B section. And let me know if you know of any other ones in the comments that we should definitely be talking about in the AABA song structure. Our last song structure that we're going to talk about is the verse, chorus, verse, chorus. That is very mainstream sounding because any pop song will have this. Any rock song, mainstream rock song will have this. As you branch out, they'll break away from this a little bit as you get less mainstream. Metal has this song structure a lot of times too. It's probably the most common of the song structures. But that being said, there's some variations on this. What I'm saying is there's a verse, chorus, but there's a lot of times there'll be an intro, there will be a pre-chorus, and a bridge employed in each one of these. And I have a list, obviously, just like any of them, behind me that employs various different things. So let's dive into the list. Number 1, Crazy Train by Ozzy Osbourne. I'm sure most of you know this one, if not all of you. If not, check it out. It's a good example of employing a bridge as well as a pre-chorus. Starts with an intro, goes verse, pre-chorus, chorus. Verse, pre-chorus, chorus, bridge, solo, back to intro, verse, pre-chorus, chorus, and then it has an outro. So it employs all of that. I mean, there's a lot going on in the song. It's jam-packed. Great guitar playing. Randy Rhoads, the guitar player. I mean, I think it's one of the best rock songs ever. Just employs so much cool stuff in it, and the song structure is the home base is the verse, chorus, chorus. But like I said, it employs an intro, pre-chorus, and the bridge. Number 2, Smells Like Teen Spirit, Nirvana. This one is kind of the same way. Each rock song has their intro guitar riff kind of thing. And this one goes verse, pre-chorus, chorus. Then it kind of does something weird that I've noticed, and maybe not everyone would call it this, but I'm calling it this. It goes verse, pre-chorus, chorus, bridge. Verse, pre-chorus, chorus, bridge, and a little bit of a solo. Back to, I believe it goes back to the, it goes to the chorus, or it might go back to the very beginning of the song, but there's a bridge each time, which is interesting because usually the bridge happens once, but it has a bridge each time you go through the structure. Cool song. Smells Like Teen Spirit, Nirvana. Number 3, Highway to Hell. Very classic. I mean, it's AC/DC. Almost left that out, but pretty much everyone will know that one too. It employs kind of the classic element of intro, verse, chorus. Intro, verse, chorus, bridge, solo, chorus, and you're done. That's the AC/DC song format. That's it. They do have some 12-bar song forms, but yeah, that's... I seen a meme the other day. I think I reposted it, but it's pretty funny that Angus Young said he was really mad people saying that AC/DC's released 12 albums that sound exactly the same. He's mad because they've actually released 13 albums that sound exactly the same. So they use that format a lot. Number 4, Waiting on the World to Change. This is John Mayer. Great song. I remember John Mayer said this is the song that sold that album. And it pretty much did. Great song. Check it out. It's verse, chorus, bridge, solo, and then it's starts over again. Or it might go... Actually, it goes back to the chorus, if I'm remembering correctly. You can check me on each one of these, by the way. I encourage you to. Verse, chorus, bridge, solo, chorus, and then I think it's done. Okay? So all of these they're embellishing the verse, chorus. And Unchained, Van Halen, amazing song from it was an underrated album, but at the time it was underrated, but now it's considered, in my opinion, and many guitar players' opinion, Eddie's masterpiece. I love the first album as well as this album, which is Fair Warning, the album, but great raw tone, darker tone, awesome stuff. But the song, verse, pre-chorus, chorus, verse, pre-chorus, chorus, solo, chorus, bridge, and then chorus. So it employs, each one of these employs the verse, chorus. It embellishes it. It has a solo. The solos aren't as popular anymore, as many of you know, but these songs are older songs, good examples. I try to choose songs that everyone would probably know, and for the time period, there was always the solo. Be a bridge solo, or, something along those lines, but the verse, chorus is its home base. That being said, make sure you check out lots of songs. Try to see if you can find, is it an AABA song form? Is it a 12-bar song form? Is it a verse, chorus song form? The more you listen to this stuff, the more you're going to notice it, the more you're going to figure it out. If you already know a song, you go, wait a second, that is that song form. Definitely check out the stuff, challenge yourself, and let me know in the comments, different songs that employ this, or ask questions. I love to hear from you. So be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share the video. That's how we can get more eyes on this and continue to grow the channel. I thank you very much, and we will see you next week.